students. Now we are all starting the group discussion, and the topic for the group discussion is politeness and good manners are essential for present day society. And I welcome all the participants to the group discussion, and you can start, students. You will have 10 minutes to complete your group discussion. Yeah. Somebody take initiative and start.
Yeah. So I feel that, in my opinion, being too nice or too polite or too good manners are not essential in our present day society, because people will stop being ourselves. Means they will think that like what other think, and people will start taking you for granted. You will start being according to the expectations of others. So, and excess of anything is very bad. It's good to be nice, but not very nice. So yeah, that's, if anyone knows.
Hello everyone. In my opinion, being polite, being more extra polite is not that good, but politeness and good manners are different things. A person should have more good manners. It represent a family background, and being more polite is not that good. People will take you for granted, as Sania said. That's it. Thank you.
I think that politeness is also not needed. I partially agree with her and with Arsan. But good manners is needed in every person, because good manners shows how a person is and how his personality is. But in other case, that politeness, I think it's not needed in every person's life. So that's my.
I partially agree with you, because good manners should be applied where it is necessary. So it is not applied in everywhere. Otherwise, people obviously take you granted or make you all fool. So that was my point.
Are a way to show others that you care about them. So it's important. Good manners are a way to show others that you care about them.
You care about that. You care about them. It's nice, but it will be like you are always available for them, which is not good. They will take you like, हाँ ये तो कभी भी आ जाएगा, like that. So your importance will not be considered.
I partially disagree with Sania, because good manners, being a person with a good manners will not take you for granted. Being too polite will take you granted, not being more good manners.
Okay.
I want to tell that by Hazrat Inayat Khan, who is an Indian professor, musician, singer, poet, and many more. He said that kindness, politeness, and good manners, which is not balanced with firmness, may prove to be weakness. So people can consider that it's your weakness. It may be your strength, but people may think that it's your weakness, and you will not be in a position to say no. That's the reason. And in present society, we need to tell no if you don't want to do something. That was my point.
So I'm here to share my opinion. I'm not. I'll just share my opinion. So I'll share my opinion here. So what I feel is politeness and good manners are necessary, because according to the topic, they are saying that it is whether it is essential for a society or not. In a society, politeness and good manners are essential, because politeness and good manners make up for your first impression. Like when you meet a person for the first time and you're polite, it gives a happy vibe for them. It gives an yellow vibe for them. So that makes you win in the first place. And in the second place, who don't like a polite person? Now let's say, and let's keep it in a hypothetical situation where you get rejected, you'll be getting taken for granted multiple times, but still you're the same way. You're still polite and you're still good mannered. So one or the other day, the person who is taking you for granted would realize that, okay, this guy is good actually, and I'm the one who's wasting his time, who's spoiling him. So when you're polite, this regret and this guilt feeling would come on the other person. And when you're not too polite and when you're not too good, it probably might not come. And for the second thing, kindness, politeness prove to be a weakness. Saying no becomes weak, as per what Sania said. it might be agreeable in the first place, but when you look into the when you look into the deeper context of this, saying no becomes weak. I disagree with this because politeness is all about saying no. Like politeness, the meaning of politeness is the meaning of politeness is an art of saying no. You don't simply say no, you politely reject something. So only when you politely reject something, that no has a value. So yeah, and it doesn't make you weak as well. It actually makes you stronger. When you're polite, when you're good mannered, it shows your culture. It shows your way of bringing up. Like it shows from where you have come. It shows many things. It shows multiple things. So that makes you a winner. It doesn't make you weak. And the next thing, which the same thing which Sanya said as well, availability and taken for granted. I feel like, yeah, people take us for granted, but how many days is it gonna last when you're too polite? When you're polite, that ability to be taken for granted isn't gonna last, because when you're polite, you're gonna make a big circle. Everybody starts liking you, and if one person takes for granted, you have 100 other people to care for you. So you don't care. You don't care as long as you're being yourself. And the third thing, this is in my opinion, I'm not disagreeing to anyone. So I'm like, when you're being yourself, and that being yourself is like being polite. When you're being polite, when you're being good mannered, and that is all about you. Just because the other person is taking you for granted, or just because the other person is thinking you're too available, you don't need to become a bit rude, or you don't need to become a bit bored, because you don't need to change your originality just because the other person is taking you for granted. So being polite in all the aspects of life, in a way of living in a society where everything is structured and everything is cultured, I feel you need politeness, you need good manners.
I agree to Pranit, because by practicing a basic good manners, we are showing those around us that we respect them and considerate their feelings. This makes them feel better. A person with a good manner shows respect towards the feelings and sentiments by others like a surrounding. He or she never differentiates a person and show equal regard. And good manners create an effective interaction between friends as well as make a good impression on it.
Okay.
I agree and disagree with some of Pranit's point. As he said that we should be polite in every situation, but I don't think so, because the society in our life is not good. Some are good, some are bad, some are polite with us, some have good manners, but some people are not polite at all and not have good manners at all. So I think how the people are, we should treat the people how the way they treat us. And good manners is the most important thing, but politeness I think is a debatable thing, that you can, with how the person speaks to you, how the person like talks to you, how he stays with you. I think that is the thing. How he treats us, we should also treat him like that, but with some little bit of good manners. But politeness, I don't think it's needed.
I agree with Subodh that he said that we should be treating people how they treat us. Like we should be like good with good people and bad with bad people. We should be according to their behavior. We should be taking us for granted.
Basically, my own thought is that you should just be real. If you are polite also, you can act to be polite, you can act to be humble, but when you are real from your inside yourself and yourself, you are always good with everyone and everyone will like you. But that liking also, you don't know that's real or no. You should just be real to yourself, basically. That's it.
So I agree with Subodh's and Samir's point of view that is that your name?
Yes.
So I agree with Subodh's and Samir's point of view that society is not good. Yes, you need to be good with good and bad with bad. But society is not good. But if you are polite, if you are good manners, if you have good manners, you will be the one who is making the same society good.
Totally.
So it's completely in your hands. Be polite, be too polite, there's nothing wrong in it. Be too good mannered, there is nothing wrong in it. The society would be good. And the thing which I said in my last point is that when you be polite to someone in the first place, they'll also be polite with you. That's a vibe check. Like you give a positive
I
vibe.
strongly disagree, but that's what I said, right? Some people are not polite with us when you talk polite to them. They have different things. They have a different vibe from you, so they don't match your vibe. That's the thing I'm saying. Some
So-
people. That's what I'm saying. Some people are not polite at all.
May I
So if
tell-
you're
I want to raise a question. Why we are still thinking about the society? Why?
Because the question is,
politeness
Why?
and good manners.
yeah, in our present day
When you
society.
have that own liberty, when you have that own right to speak to yourself, why are you thinking about the society?
Everything doesn't
Go on.
around
Everything
your
matters
body.
upon you, right?
Go on.
Because in future
Everything
you
matters
have.
upon you.
No, why we should not think about society, you have to justify.
Why, ma'am? Why we need to think about the society? Society didn't give us both, right? We are the one who are living in the society. We are not living for them. We have the whole right to speak for ourselves. The way we dress, the way we speak, the way we talk, the way we spend our money. It's totally based on ourselves. Politeness and good manners doesn't matter. People judge us, but it doesn't mean that we need to take it as granted. We need to raise our voice. Anyone?
I totally
Yeah.
agree
No
with
one
that.
has the right to judge us.
Okay?
Sorry, I'll continue from where I stopped. So, okay, let it be. People are not catching our vibe. But as she said, why do we still care? Like, don't care. Don't care about people who don't catch our vibe. Just be yourself, as he said. Just be real. Be polite. Be humble. Be good mannered. But just be yourself. Because this thing of good manners is not just about being polite. It has 100 other things. And those 100 other things are essential for living in a society. It may be responsibility, it may be intelligence, it may be diligence, it may be determination, and 96 other things. So yeah, all of those things help you to achieve whatever you want in your life. All of them make you a better human, make you a real human. And yeah, you don't need to care about society. Yes, I accept that. But in the question, it is there. So we cannot help. So it's a part of a question, so we cannot help. So we need to talk about in the society's perspective. So and the third thing is, okay, it's in your hands. You make if society is not good, make it good. Why are you living for, like, if you are living for 20 years or 30 years or even 1 year, try your best to make that society a better place, because society is where you live. And it's in your hands whether you want your home to be a better place or not. So that's what I mean. And one of the ways in which you can make this home of society a better place is by being good mannered and by being polite.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
partially disagree with Praneeth, because we should spread the good manners of politeness in our society. That's good to change the society. But the negative about that is possibility of you wasting good manners on people who does not deserve it. You waste your time on the people who don't deserve it, who are nothing goes in their mind, and your all the politeness, good manners, humbleness will be just a mere waste. And you end up making unworthy people a priority of your life.
I want to correct you that being polite and being good mannered, you are not making anybody a priority. You are just reflecting your values. Like it shows a lot about how, I won't say how cultured you are. It doesn't show how cultured you are, but it shows what kind of a human you are. When you're genuinely polite inside your heart, as he said, when you're really polite, you really don't care about who is not really deserving that your politeness or not. And I think politeness, when you show it on somebody, it's never going to be a waste, because if it's in a two versus two conversation, and you show like, for example, I show politeness to another person and that person is not deserving it. There might be some X number of people watching me being polite to him, and even that guy is not showing, even though that guy is not being polite to me. Those 100 other people would get the vibe that I wanted to give. That's how you change the society.
There is reciprocation.
Yeah, that's reciprocation, as man said. So that's how you change the society. I mean, you be yourself. Like, even when everything is going into waste, when politeness is met with another good manners known as perseverance. That you be polite no matter how many people betray you, no matter how many people take you for granted, no matter how many people think that you're too available or not. If you be yourself and being yourself is all about being polite, you don't really care. I mean, you just don't really care.
Every time be polite.
So
Every time we should not be polite.
So they say that silence is the best answer, but smile is a better answer. And how do you smile? It's by being polite.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you are,
Yeah.
I partially agree and disagree with you. Because we need to be ourselves what we are, it's correct. But if you are humble, polite, and good mannered person, people take unreasonable favors from you. Like if you don't want to do also, but you will think about others, what they will think, or what
I would
they
like to interrupt. As Pranit said before also that politeness is saying no. So you can also say no. You don't need to say you don't need to say every time yes I do this, I do that. You can politely say no, I cannot, I am not available for you. It's easy.
Yes.
You don't need to say every time that yeah okay I will do. You can say no also.
But even क्या बोलते हैं?
I
Good
know
manners.
you
About
have
others.
respect to
Yeah.
others.
No,
We
politeness
respect
is all
others.
about saying the art of saying no, which I've said in my first point. It's all about how well you say
How
no.
well you say
Like
no.
even if you say no, the other person should be like feeling so grateful. Like he should feel nice that you even
Accept.
when you say no.
Yeah.
Accept.
That's how you be polite even when you're saying no.
Don't say rude.
That you mean to say it is pretending, Sanya? Is it pretending?
You agree with me? Now half
50-50.
50-50.
Okay, students, that was an interesting discussion. Now I would like somebody to conclude the discussion and come to a consensus or tell
Manners
anything.
also, manners also make it easier for everyone to feel comfortable in social situations.
I want to conclude that good manners and politeness should be in a 50-50 manner. We need to not be too good or too bad to the society, and that's the point I need to clear you.
Okay, good, Sanya. Okay, students, we come to the end of the group discussion. That was very, very interesting.